Welcome in, everyone. I'm SquishableMoon, your shooting star with a ranch addiction and fewer brain cells than the common garden snail. And welcome back to my channel. And also, huzzah! We have a new mic. Thanks to my lovely friend Dove, I was able to buy a new mic. Thanks to you guys to commissioning me. It really does help. I know I don't do commissions very often. It's mainly because I'm not very confident in my art ability, so I tend to think that my art isn't worth money. But I've been trying to get more into commissions, and hopefully I will have a portfolio and also some prices set down in stone for you guys to commission me with. But how does the new mic sound? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do I sound any different? I cannot tell. And also, this is my first time recording in Audacity. Normally, I record in the software I use to record my speed draws, which is OBS. I recommend OBS. It's amazing, by the way, not sponsored. And it's because it has a lot of filters that I can make my voice sound a little bit better, but I was trying to move on to something that may help with you guys hearing my voice a little bit better. I know that the volume is kind of low sometimes, so I am trying this out to see if it sounds any better. I am sorry if you can hear any background noise. My house is constantly loud. My mom is a retired dog breeder. She used to breed AKC corgis, so there's constant barking in the front yard, backyard, house. There is never a quiet or dull moment in my house. But I tried to get it as quiet as I could in my room, so I really hope that it sounds better. With that being said, today I wanted to talk about something that I really love and was a big part of my childhood. It is called Bell Sara. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was a ginormous part of my childhood because it was one of the only... First, let me back up. Before I get into it, Bell Sara was originally a card game and also an online world game that you could play. I had a bunch of the cards, and I liked them so much because they were one of the only cards that were marketed towards girls. Not that girls weren't included in Pokemon or Digimon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was just nice to have a card that was more leaning towards feminine side because I like girly things, especially now that I'm older. And Bell Sara was an amazing brand for that. It had a bunch of horses, beautifully drawn horses on cards like a trading card game, and you could collect them. Not only could you collect these cards, but you could put in a code that was found at the bottom of the cards online, and you could unlock pet horses in order to take care of them. There was so much to the online game as well. Not only could you take care of and feed and groom horses online, but you could also create your own room, read stories, play little mini games. There was so much to do on the online game, and I absolutely loved it. Now, it did end up closing around 2020, which I had no idea that the game was even up until then, but it was. Sadly, since I think Adobe went out of being able to work, it made the entire game shut down. It was really sad, and I'm really regretful that I didn't play it as much as I should have when I was younger because I dearly loved that game. It had everything you could want in a horse game. Of course, it didn't have riding horses, I don't believe, but it was still an amazing horse taking care of game. If you're a horse girl like me, you'll understand how hard it is to find games where you can just take care of horses and play around with horses and having a fun and just good time with a horse game. It's always competitive horse games, which don't get me wrong. I like me a good competitive horse game, but sometimes I just want to take care of horses and build and do cute little crafty things like Animal Crossing, but taking care of horses. The game also had multiple different worlds. There was a world for the normal horses that could be on Earth, And then there was a world for the horses that had wings, you know, they were up in the trees. And there was another world for the horses that were aquatic, because there was every kind of horse imaginable. And the creativity that the Bell Sara company had when creating these horses was immaculate and amazing. And I haven't seen anything as creative as that since I can't even remember when. The horses were amazing. I loved them so freaking much. I'm really sad to see that they're gone, though I believe that the card games are still available. So you are still able to buy some of the cards. I saw on eBay people selling the cards, but I believe that they might be a little bit more expensive than they used to be. I'm not sure. I have my own cards. I have a deck. I found them the other day, and they have been in my desk collecting dust because I'm too scared to take them out because I don't want them to get ruined. I think one of these days I will buy something to display them because they are a big part of my childhood, and I've had them since I was like, I don't know, 13. Now, the game and the cards weren't the only thing that Bell Sara had. They also had other things like books, and they have a new mobile game, but I think the mobile game also is discontinued. I haven't seen anybody talking about it. They do also have a movie. Now, I did buy some of the books. Well, I didn't buy them. My mom got them for me as a gift. Thank you, Mom. I love the books. They're very cute. They're very small books, definitely meant for children. But they are a very good read if you are missing Bell Sara. I would recommend getting the books. Now, on to the movie. It was pretty good, I would say, for a company that probably didn't have the amount of money to like spend on making a movie. I want to say that it was still very good. I, of course, thought it was good because I'm biased and I love Bell Sara. It was very low budget, I believe. It was very choppy animation, 3D animation, but the story was there. Bell Sara has always been about empowering young girls and giving them good life lessons like being creative, being strong-willed, being happy, being selfless, caring, you know, all of the good virtues you might want for a young girl to have. And I really wish that they would bring it back. I'm still really sad that it was discontinued. There's very few games that I feel fit that niche that Bell Sara fit, that it's hard to find anything that just scratches that itch. Something I'd like to mention, if you guys liked Bell Sara, there's a lot more lore than I thought there was. Like, there is a whole book about their lore and the different herds. And something I didn't know, which is a spoiler, I guess, is Bell Sara wasn't exactly a horse. Sarah was a goddess that was the goddess of horses and taught some of the horses her ways, and Bella was the original horse that got taught the ways, which I think is cool. I think it was Bella and Bellos, if I'm correct, the male horse that was like supposed to be with Bella. I think it had something to do with that. And not only that, but there was also other cards. I didn't know that there were other cards. They had, what were they called? The something friends? The magical friends. There we go. The magical friends. Yeah, they had a whole nother card area. Like a whole other card brand for Bell Sara that had friends that were friends of the freaking horses. I didn't know that. And I love that. I am on the lookout to buying more Bell Sara products, hopefully in the future, because I love Bell Sara. And as the years go on, I've been trying to connect more to my childish side, because growing up, I feel like I always tried to act older than I was, to always be the mature one as much as I could. And I didn't very much get to be as childish as I would have liked when I was younger. So going back and just getting Bell Sara stuff has made me really freaking happy. And I really hope that Bell Sara will come back in the near future, because it is definitely a need. There's plenty of market for people who like Bell Sara and horses. I think if they just maybe went with what they had and added some new stuff, a lot of people might like it. And I really hope it comes back, because there aren't many trading card games that are marketed directly towards girls, and it was a really fun thing to have. But what did you guys think? Did you ever have those cards when you were younger? I would love to know in the comments. But with that being said, I'm SquishableMoon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope all your dreams come true. Bye bye.